What does that mean? We're living in very weird times. Where's it going? This tripped me out because I didn't know where it was gonna go until watch.
We're gonna let you have 8 boats of oil. 8 boats. 8 big boats of oil.
This is a whole joke, y'all. The world is laughing at America. I don't see how they're not laughing at America. Because I don't even know what's happening anymore. I don't, like... Am I dreaming? What is reality right now? So, yeah, if you don't have to travel right now, I'd recommend you don't travel.
Dobrodošli. Thank you.
Before we get to the crows circling over Israel, I gotta show you this.
Yeah. You crossed the ocean just to find your granted. Sacrificed your own boys for a lie. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Make America great again. Yo, tails, this shit crazy. Yeah, make America great again now. You will see what happens.
No, they said, make Iran great again.
Yeah, watch this. Sacred defense, we protecting the soil. While you sacrifice soldiers to pay for your spoil. You thought you ran the blow, sitting on your throne. Now we turning every base into a bed of stone. It's a slaughterhouse, a trap you couldn't see. Welcome to the graveyard of your vanity. The secrets are leaking. The pressure is rising. We locked on the target. And now you are hiding. LOSC. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a fucker while you shaking in your sweet.
This is actually a long song. It's about 2.5 minutes. We're not going to play all of it, but I just wanted to intro the video, start with some hype energy because...
Them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for
yeah, that's BB, I think.
Fucking while you shaking in your sweet LOSC. Taste the ass of defeat. LOSC. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a fucker while you shaking in your sweet LOSC. Taste the ass of defeat. Swagger's fighting in your suit, hiding Epstein's ghost. You sent your boys to die on the bloody coast, not a revenge.
I mean, we laugh at this stuff, but it's actually real life. It's actually a real life, literally sending our troops to die. It's like our lives have become a big giant comedy, a dark comedy. Our world, our reality has become one giant meme. So now we go to the crows or these ravens. I don't know which one. What's the difference between a crow and a raven? Let me know if you know the difference. That does not look good. This comes off as a plague, like in Egypt. This is what it looks like to me. Same type of scenario. And I believe the Bible talks about something similar to this, maybe not the exact wording of a raven or crow surrounding stuff, but I'm just not sure of the exact scriptures and the wording, and I don't have time to like go into that right now. But if anybody knows, they can put the scriptures in the comments below. But many societies take this as a huge omen, like a dark omen. In this post, it says it pretty clearly. By the way, this is the worst possible omen at a civilizational level. It's still taken seriously back home in England, and the Romans would stop entire wars over this sign. And the Romans were the biggest power at one point in time. If they stopped a whole war because of this sign, it was not to be taken lightly, basically. It was interpreted as this: the gods have withdrawn their protection over this land. And we know that that's false. Gods are false. Only singular, one God, and that is the God of the Bible, Jesus Christ, Yahweh. But the thing is, other civilizations who worship false gods can still notice signs from the real God. And I do believe that this is not... Why do I believe this? Because Israel is a wicked nation. And so if there's literally birds, what are these ravens or crows circling Tel Aviv? And this is a wicked nation. I'm very highly confident this is not just random stuff. Like, this is a sign in some way that they're either promoting death, like it's showing the world how wicked this nation is, or death is coming to Israel. They promote death. It's led by death. Death is surrounding this nation. It's in this nation. They're promoting it. And so it all makes sense why this is happening. So this comment says is ravens. If the ravens leave the tower, the kingdom will fall. By what? Like the Tower of London still has a full-time raven master because of the legend that if the ravens leave, the kingdom falls. In antiquity, especially Greco-Roman times, will be interpreted as a dire omen from the gods. Crows and ravens, so I guess they're very similar. Crows and ravens were key in augury, bird divination. Their behavior, flight, and cry signaled divine will. A mass exodus was typically seen as bad news, as the birds, messengers of Apollo, or linked to death, were fleeing coming calamity, much like rats leaving a sinking ship. Now, as believers, we do not believe in divination. It's actually witchcraft. And so I want to be very careful to say that, this is a 100% sign that something very bad is going to happen. But at the same time, the Bible also uses signs like this, using animals or insects or locusts to show God's wrath on whatever nation or city he wants to do that in, such as in Egypt. And yeah, so I just want to be careful not to promote divination from the, quote, multiple gods. Meanwhile, Naruto fans watching like... So this person left this scripture, Anna Escobar. I will sweep away man and beast. I will sweep away the birds of the air and the fish of the sea and the idols with their wicked worshippers. I will cut off mankind from the face of the earth, declares the Lord. Zephaniah 1:3. And so in other news, we have a very cryptic message from the White House. This is their whole post. Right here, it's just playing on repeat. 4 seconds long. What does that mean? We're living in very weird times. If you can just go back 10 years, just 10 years ago, and somebody told you, hey, the White House is giving us, the people, this message on their Twitter, people would be like, what? Like, is this real? Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Is this real life? But in 2026, you have the White House tweeting this. What does that mean? Nobody knows. Today's the 26th, and this is posted yesterday at 10 p.m. Almost 20 million views. What does it mean? Nobody knows. And Iran's constantly making these AI videos. Yo, I want to show y'all this one as well. Epstein Island, man. Hypersonic missile. Where is it going? This tripped me out because I didn't know where it was going to go until, watch. The Baal statue replacing the Lady Liberty in New York. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I was not expecting that because all I've seen from Iran now is attacking Israel and talking about Israel and venting about Israel and talking about how they're so evil and wicked. But this is the U.S. And honestly, it took me by surprise, but I'm not that mad at it. Do I want destruction to my country and innocent people dying? Definitely not. But is that their goal? I don't even know if that's their specific goal in its entirety. I think they just see Israel and the U.S. as a collective evil because they're working together. And I can't fault them for that because they are working together. I believe the U.S. is under a big cover-up, is taking part in this through our political system, through people in politics, just covering up the wicked stuff that's happened in the Epstein files. They need each other for their specific evils. And how Israel is attacking and killing innocent people in the Middle East, they couldn't do it without the U.S. help. So I can't really get too mad at Iran for looking at America in this way and not liking America. Like, Nobody really likes us right now. If I'm being honest, nobody really likes America right now in the world. Like, our approval rating is dropping so low. America is giving off a very bad stench right now. That's what I feel. And it makes me ashamed to be an American. I'm thinking about if I'm in another country and I'm looking at America from the outside, looking into this country. I'm just like, man, like, y'all over there, y'all just messing with everybody. Bullies, and then you're teaming up with Israel, which is the most hated nation, I would say, right now for good reason. But the U.S., you know, you are who you hang around. You are who you support. You are enmeshed together in this whole allyship, is that a partnership, U.S. and Israel partnership. And so the U.S. gets lumped in with Israel's evils. And basically the combined wickedness of this partnership is giving off a huge stench in the world. And other nations are seeing it and saying, I want nothing to do with that, and giving us the evil eye and the stank face and such as that. So, and then we have some comedy gold here. This is what this comment says by Furcon. Absolute comedy gold. Trump is asked, who will control the Strait of Hormuz after his disastrous war? He literally says, me and the Ayatollah. He went from wanting to destroy Iran to sharing power with them. The humiliation is complete. So let's check this out.
What about the Strait of Hormuz? Who's going to be in control of that?
That'll be opened very soon if this works.
How soon? And who's in control of it? Will Iran still be able to control the flow of oil?
Be jointly controlled.
By who?
Maybe me. Maybe me.
You want the United States to be
Me and the Ayatollah. Me and the Ayatollah.
Who said me? Maybe me. Me and the Ayatollah. This is a whole joke, y'all. The world is laughing at America. I don't see how they're not laughing at America. If you're not American, you're from another country, you know, don't lie to me. Y'all are laughing at America right now. You have to be. I mean, I'm an American. I'm laughing at us. So we become the laughing stock of the world. I mean, just listen to Trump speak right here. It's absolutely ludicrous.
They said to show you the fact that we're real and solid and we're there, we're going to let you have 8 boats of oil. 8 boats. 8 big boats of oil.
8 big boats.
This was 2 days ago. And they'll sail up tomorrow. That was 3 days ago. And I didn't think much about it. And then I watched the news, and they said, a very good anchor, actually. Happened to be Fox. But I watched it, and he said, something's unusual happening. There are 8 boats that are going right up the middle of the Hormuz Strait. 8 big tankers are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess they were right, and they were real. And I think they were Pakistani flagged. Yes. And I said, well, I guess we're dealing with the right people. And actually, they then apologized for something they said, and they said, we're going to send 2 more boats. And it ended up being 10 boats. All right, I hope I haven't screwed up your negotiations, but I thought it was appropriate to say, because I did taunt you the other day by saying they're going to give us a present.
Like, what is he doing? What is he saying? I feel like he doesn't even know what he's saying, y'all. He's just talking. He just, you know, when you don't even know, like the conversation, you jump into the conversation. Or maybe you have a speech, like you need to say something very important in a meeting or something, and you're not prepared. So you just start talking and you sound really dumb. This is what Trump is doing right here. You know, he's talking about 8 big boats. Oh, this is a present. It's a nice present from Iran. So we started a war, and now essentially we're being happy with presents for having 8 big boats. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense, y'all. The boats. People are hilarious on the internet, y'all. Can't get enough of it. It's so silly. Like, I can't even make you can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot make it up. And then in other news, we got a freaking figure 3 AI powered robots with Melania. What is happening? We got crows and ravens. We got 8 big boats. We got the Strait of Hormuz messing up the whole economy of the world. And all your prices are going to be raised, y'all. Not just gasoline. It's going to trickle down to everything because you know how we get our food and everything, all our goods. It takes energy to transport those goods. Whereas you're flying it, you're shipping it, you're driving it in trucks. So everything that you buy in a store, it ends up being a truck that delivers it to these big box stores. What do those trucks use? Diesel. And so the Strait of Hormuz is being messed up, and which it is. The gas prices are going up, but not just that, it's trickling down. So it starts with the gas prices, and then it's going to end up making everything more expensive. Everything. Groceries are going to go up. It's going to be crazy. But anyways, if you haven't seen this, this blew my mind this week as well. What is happening, y'all? Somebody tell me. Because I don't even know what's happening anymore. I don't, like... Am I dreaming? What is reality right now? Is that Biden? I think that was Biden. That has to be Biden. That's how he walked. Is that Macron? The French prime? I forgot. It's just somebody in France that I think Candace said was a man.
Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenidos. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogasal mabit. Profimo baim. Laskavo prosimo. Dobrodošli. Thank you.
She's got the Valley Girl, California American accent. Why? Thank you. Thank you. I'm from California. I can't even talk like that, y'all. Thank you.
Welcome to the White House. Figure 3, thank you for joining me at day 2 of Fostering the Future Together. It's fair to state you're my first American-made humanoid guest in the White House. But moreover, it is my distinct honor to receive such an impressive group of leaders today. 45 of you have traveled from every corner of the planet to represent your nation as a part of this new coalition.
Interesting. What do y'all think about that? And then look at these lines wrapping around the baggage claim in Atlanta TSA, which is my airport, like the only major international airport in Georgia. Crazy. So, yeah, if you don't have to travel right now, I recommend you don't travel. And as I said earlier, if I did say it earlier, I don't know, because this video is kind of all over the place. I don't know if I said it earlier. But I believe they're preparing for potentially like a COVID 2.0. But instead of just being at medical this time with a virus, it's going to be about energy and just the blockade and the lack of energy resources. So they're going to shut down the world in a different way this time. And this is what I see already kind of happening. I don't know if it's going to actually happen all the way, but they might be testing the waters with this. And let's just say, oh, nobody's going to be able to fly anywhere for a month. I mean, imagine that. How much lives that would change. How much you will lose your freedom. People who want to fly and see other countries or leave their country, they're telling you you can't do that. You can't fly. And I already heard about them talking about caps on speed, like lowering the speed limit, caps on mileage. And it's just more and more and more and more and more and more and more control. Just, messing with how much freedoms were allowed as humanity. Not just happening in America, not just happening in other nations. This is a global thing, preparing for the global new world order, where Humanity is just going to be under a one world government. And they already encroached on a lot of our freedoms already with the whole pandemic that happened in 2020. I believe that was a big testing of the waters to see what they can get away with. And now it's happening again, it looks like, with this. And I'm really hoping it doesn't get too much worse, but it might be. Maybe prepare for the worst with this, because who knows how much freedoms they're going to try to encroach upon. And then they're also coming out with these cars that have a kill switch. I think in 2027, all the new cars are required to have some kind of kill switch. If they want to just turn it off, they can do that. So, well, guess what? I'm probably not going to buy any new car before 2020. I'll just get old cars from now on because I don't want them to technologically controlled to where they can just turn the thing off. Like, who would want that? They would, oh, you don't like Israel? You're speaking against Israel? I'm going to turn off your car. You know, this is where America and just the world is heading to. This is the beast system. Like, the groundworks are happening. It's been happening already for years, decades even, but it's just getting worse and worse. And remember I told you I was wanting to move away from the U.S.? Well, I love what Spain's doing. Spain's kind of pretty expensive and they have their own issues, but I'm considering moving to Greece. But I love the stance that Spain took. And I wish Greece took the same stand that Spain took. But I love this about what Spain said.
Good morning. I would like to inform you that at the meeting of the Council of Ministers that will be held today, the government of Spain will approve the official recognition of Palestine as a state. With this decision, Spain joins the more than 140 countries that already recognize Palestine. This is a historic decision that has a single goal: to contribute to achieving peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
And I wish more countries would stand up and actually take a bold stand like this. Now, Spain has other bad things about the country. No country's perfect. They definitely had some dystopian measures and encroachments on freedoms as well. But at least they're not like simps for Israel. Because no nation should be when they say stuff like this. You're going to have to read the subtitles because he's not speaking in English.
אני מגבה את לוחמי צה"ל בכל סיטואציה. גם אם המחיר האגבי הוא ילדים או נשים או לא מעניין אותי. אנחנו מגבים את הלוחמים שלנו בכל מחיר. ולא משנה מה התוצאה. קודם כל גיבוי מלא. ובג'נין אין אזרחים חפים מפשע. בג'נין אין ילדים תמימים. אותם אלו שנולדו ב-2006 בגירוש מגוש קטיף הם הנוח'בות של 2026 ב-7 באוקטובר. ולכן אין לי כהוא זה איזושהי תחושה של רחמים על האויבים שלי. מה אפשרית. אני מגבה את לוחמי צה"ל בכל סיטואציה.
And that's it. I mean, no mercy, not even on children is what they're saying. And so no wonder why the world is hating Israel as a country. No wonder. They just represent the lack of morals, like the absolute bottom of the barrel lack of morals for any nation on the planet. And the U.S. is an ally and has ties is in bed with Israel. And so no wonder why America is giving on this big stench in the world right now. There is a huge theory that America is Mystery Babylon in the Bible. I don't think you can't prove it because it's more so like something that isn't directly stated in the Bible as this country exactly is Mystery Babylon. Not everything in the Bible is like we know everything about it, like 100%. Some of the stuff is revelation that we don't fully know, can't fully teach on. But many people have their opinions. Some people think it's Jerusalem. I think there's a good argument that it is Jerusalem because it's described as a city with 7 hills. But there's also a good argument that Mystery Babylon is America. And I see points on both sides. But if it is America, basically what I'm getting at with this whole hating Israel thing and how America is giving off this very big stench is because other countries only put up with America because they benefit from America. They benefit from trade with America. Or they benefit from protection from America. Or they benefit from just agreeing and siding with America because if they don't, the country's going to go to ruin because America holds the power and is also a giant bully. And so if you don't side with America, you're on their bad side. If you're on their bad side, that is not good for self-preservation as a country that is weaker. And so I say all that to say most countries, even if they don't outwardly say it, kind of like Japan and that lady that Trump was saying that, oh, do you guys remember Pearl Harbor? I think it was the prime minister of Japan was like, just didn't say anything, was like holding back like something. She didn't seem like she was too happy about that comment. Oh, you guys surprised with Pearl Harbor. Just, I can't believe Trump said that. But the prime minister of Japan, I think she was called the prime minister, just like straight face or whatever. And it's like, I think you can see it, I believe, in this situation. Japan's only putting up with America because, well, they kind of needed America. They're a weaker nation, and without that alliance, they would not really survive very well on their own. I mean, they could. I think they could actually, but maybe it's just weakness. They don't want to take the chance. They don't want to take the chance because they got destroyed in the war. So this like, your morale as a country takes a big hit. So they may have just kind of, throw in the towel. Oh, okay. America took us out. They're way more powerful than us. If you can't beat them, join them type of thing. But they secretly hate us. Baby, I think that's kind of what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments below. May the Lord keep you. May he bless you. May he shine his face upon you always and give you peace. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you shall be saved. Amen.